Welcome, everyone, to my channel. Hi, I'm all the way back over here. Nice to see y'all. So, as you can see, this is a lovely stack of books from a bookshelf. As you can see, it's probably bare of a lot of books. What's up there is what I've actually read for you guys for this channel. If you can believe it, that's not a lot of books. Not nearly as many as I wanted it to be. So, my dumb ass decided I wanted to do this whole thing where I'm going to hold a book, say the name of the book, the author of it, out of my unread pile of books. Now, this stack, these 3 down is 6 deep. That's 5 deep down there over there. There's those 2 stacks. That's a lot of books. There'll be a counter at the counter for you guys, counting each book as I go. It's going to be a lot, but we are going to go through this lovely stack. From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. Siege of Storm by Leigh Bardugo. Once Upon a Dream by Liz Bradshaw. The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Chrissia Broadbent. Origin by Dan Brown. Inferno by Dan Brown. Graceling by Christian Cashore. Spellslinger by Sebastian de Castile. Shadowcaster by Cinda William Chima. Sleeping Murder by Agatha Christie. And then there was None by Agatha Christie. The Heart Forger by Rin Chupeko. Soul Leveling 2. Soul Leveling 3. Soul Leveling 4. Soul Leveling 5. Soul Leveling 6. Soul Leveling 7. And Soul Leveling 8 by Chugon. Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. City of Ashes. City of Glass. City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare. City of Lost Souls. City of Heavenly Fire. Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. Artemis Fowl in the Opal Deception. Artemis Fowl in the Lost Colony. Artemis Fowl in the Time Paradox. Artemis Fowl in the Atlantis Complex. Artemis Fowl in the Last Guardian by Owen Colfer. The Mummy by Max Collins. How to Speak Dragonese. How to Treat a Dragon's Curse. How to Twist a Dragon's Tail. A Hero's Guide to Deadly Dragon. How to Ride a Dragon's Storm. How to Break a Dragon's Heart. How to Steal a Dragon's Sword. How to Steal a Dragon's Jewel. How to Portray a Dragon's Hero. How to Fight a Dragon's Fury. The Complete Book of Dragons, A Guide to Dragon Species. All by Cressidia Colwell. The Kill Order. The Fever Code. The Maze Runner. The Scorched Trials. And Death Cure by James Dashner. Dungeon Crawler Carl, Matt Dinneman. Beauty and the Beast, Lost in a Book by Jennifer Donnelly. The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. The Hound of the Baskerville. The Return of Sherlock Holmes. And The Case Book of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. The Bell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. Pleasure. Gideon, Elijah, Damien, Noah, Adam by Jacqueline Frank. At that time I got reincarnated as slime. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21 by Fuse. Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Memories of a Geisha by Arthur Golden. Iona by Alison Goodman. Belladonna by Adeline Grace. Grimm's Fairy Tale by the Brothers Grimm. Reflection on the Way to the Gallows by Mikiso Hane. Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Bride by Allie Hazelwood. Goblin War by Jim C. Hines. Royal Assassin's Quest. Ship of Magic. Mad Ship. Ship of Death. Fool's Errand. Golden Fool. Fool's Fate. Dragon Keeper. Dragon Haven. City of Dragon. Blood of Dragon. Fool's Assassins. Fool's Quest. Assassin's Fate by Robin Hobb. Stealing Shadows. Hunting Fear by Kay Hooper. The Disabled Tyrant's Beloved Pet Fish by Joy Shan Fei He. Apothecary Diaries 1. Apothecary Diaries 2 by Natsuhi Yoga. Pleasure Unbound. Desire Unchained. Passion Unleashed. Ecstasy Unveiled. Sin Undone. Reaver. Revenant. Reap. Larissa Iona. Ready to Die. Deserve to Die. Expecting to Die by Lisa Jackson. Ghost Stories by M.R. James. The Eye of the World. The Great Hunt. Robert Jordan. Shadow of the Fox. Soul of the Sword. Night of the Dragon by Julie Kagawa. Godkiller by Hannah Kaner. Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Chusengura, the treasure of the Royal Retainers, translated by Donald Keene. Vampire Hunter D, The Rose Princess by Hideyuki Kikuchi. Gerald's Game. Misery. Mr. Mercedes. Cujo. Bag of Bones. The Gunslinger. The Drawing of the Three. The Wastelands. Wizard and Glass. Wolves of the Kala. Song of Susanna. The Dark Tower. Everything's Eventuals. Dolores Claiborne. The Stand by Stephen King. Naruto, Road to Ninja the Movie, Forever Odd, Odd Hours by Dean Koontz. The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. Gothic Fantasy Asian Ghost short story. The Prophecy by Chris Kuznecki. Mating Markers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by Larry and Tate. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. The Hollow Needle, Arsène Lupin 813. The Crystal Stopper, The Confessions of Arsène Lupin. Teeth of the Tiger. The Golden Triangle, The Return of Arsène Lupin. The Secret of Sarek. The 8 Strokes of the Clock by Maurice Leblanc. The House of Dark Shadows. Watcher in the Woods. Gatekeepers. Timescape. Whirlwind. Frenzy by Robert Leparoux. The Giver by Lois Lowry. The Age of Ra. The Age of Zeus. The Age of Odin by James Lovegrove. A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. The Reality Bug. The Black Water. The Rivers of Zada. The Quilligan Games. The Pilgrims of Rain. Raven's Rise. Soldiers of Hala by D.J. McHale. Dangerous Secrets, the story of Iduna and Agnar by Mary Makusa. The Secret of Excalibur. The Sacred Vault. The Covenant of Genesis. The Pyramid of Dune. Empire of Gold. Return to Atlantis. The Valhalla Prophecy. The Kingdom of Darkness. The Revelation Code. The Midas Legacy. King Solomon's Curse. The Resurrection Key. The Spear of Atlantis. The Temple of Skulls by Andy McDermott. New Moon. The Second Short Life of Bri Tana. Eclipse. Breaking Dawn. Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. Gravitations, a novel. Gravitations, The Voice of Temptations by Maki Murakami. Makiko's Diary by Nanako Makiko. The Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. Mr. Monday. Grim Tuesday. Drowned Wednesday. Sir Thursday. Lady Friday. Superior Saturday. Lord Sunday. Passion Untamed. Rapture Untamed. Hunger Untamed. Ecstasy Untamed. A Love Untamed. Wolf Untamed by Pamela Palmer. My Name is Red by Orhan Pamuk. The Things Gods Break by Abigail Owen. The Same Sea by Osmos Oz. Aragon, Eldest. Bree Singer. Inheritance. Murtagh, Christopher Paolini. Wither's Legacy by John G. Passarella. The Westing Game by Ellen Resker. The Reckoning of Roku by Randy Rigby. The Lightning Thief. The Sea of Monsters. The Titan's Curse. The Battle of the Labyrinth. The Last Olympian. The Lost Hero. The Son of Neptune. The Mark of Athena. The House of Hades. The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. Divergent. Insurgent. Allegiant by Veronica Roth. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Harry Potter and a Deathly Hallows. Tales of the Beetle and the Bard. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Quidditch Through the Ages. A Frozen Heart by Elizabeth Rudnick. Ladder of the Count's Family by Yu Ryo Han. Night Shift. Hunter's Prayer. Redemption Alley. Flesh Circus. Heaven's Spite. Angel Town by Lilith St. Crow. Dark Water by Sharon Sala. The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. The 13 Halls by Michael Scott. The Gossamer Years, A Diary of a Noblewoman of Heian, Japan by Edward Schneidnicker. Brothers to the Death. A Living Nightmare. The Vampire's Assistant. Tunnels of Blood. Vampire Mount. Trials of Death. The Vampire's Prince. The Hunters of Dusk. Allies of the Night. Killers of the Dawn. The Lake of Souls. The Lord of Shadows. Sons of Destiny. Lord Lost. Demon Thief. Slaughter. Beck. Blood Beast. Demon Apocalypse. Death Shadows. Wolf Island. Dark Calling. Hell's Hero. All by Darren Shawn. Hour of the Pumpkin Queen by Megan Shepard. Through the Zombie Glass. Queen of the Zombie Heart. Mad Zombie Party. Awaken Me Darkly. Enslave Me Sweetly. Ecstasy in Darkness. Seduce the Darkness. Savor Me Slowly. Tempt Me Eternally. The Amazon's Curse. The Darkest Prison. The Darkest Night. The Darkest Kiss. The Darkest Pleasure. Dark Taste of Rapture. The Darkest Whisper. The Darkest Passion. The Darkest Lie. The Darkest Secret. The Darkest Surrender. The Darkest Seduction. The Darkest Craving. The Darkest Touch. The Darkest Torment. The Darkest Promise. The Darkest Warrior. The Darkest King. Heart of the Dragon. Jewel of Atlantis. The Vampire Bride. The Nymph King by Gina Showalter. Sight. Thunderhead. The Toll. And Gleanings by Neil Shusterman. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint by Sing and Song. The Fallen and the Leviathan. Aries and Reckonings by this lovely dude named Thomas E. Snyder-Guski. Bone White by Wendy Horsey Staub. Dracula by Bram Stoker. Gift by Megumi Tachinori. A Torch Against the Night by Sabah Tahir. The Hobbit. The Fellowship of the Ring. The Two Towers. The Return of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. Dark Lover. Lover Awakened. Lover Mind. Blood Kiss. Blood Fury. Blood Vow. Blood Truth by J.R. Ward. The Summer Powers by Lawrence Watt Evans. Night by Eli Wesley. Dangerous Assassin. Dangerous Outlaw. Dangerous Traitor, Dangerous Sorceress, Dangerous Empress, Bastard's Honor, In Tears with the Wolf by Elizabeth Wheatley, The Dawn of Yang-Chi by F.C. Yee, Joyful Reunion, Legend of the Exorcism by Fei Tian Yi Zhang, Heaven's Official Blessings, Volume 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by Mo Xiang Tongzhu, Beyblade Volume 1 by Takako Aoki, Bleach Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, 4, 5 by Tite Kubo, Fake Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7 by Sanami Mato, Finder Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7, Volume 8, Volume 9, Volume 10, Volume 11, Volume 12, Volume 13, Volume 14 by Ayano Yamane, Mobile Suit Gundam Wing Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3 by Hajime Yadate and Yoshiyuki Tomino, Hikaru no Go Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4 by Yumi Hota Takashi Obata, Junjo Romantica Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7, Volume 8, Volume 9, Volume 10, Volume 11, Volume 12 by Shunjiku Nakamura, Naruto Volume 28 by Masashi Kishimoto, Number 6 Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7 by Atsuko Asano and Hinoko Kino, Pretty Garden Sailor Moon by Naoko Takuichi Volume 1, Solo Leveling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 by Chugon, The Beginning After the End, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4 by Turtle Me, At the Full Moon by Sanami Amato, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist, Volume 1 by Kazuki Takahashi, Yu Yu Hakusho Volume 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 by Yoshihiro Togashi, Case Closed, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7, Volume 8, Volume 9, Volume 10, Volume 11, Volume 12, Volume 13, Volume 14, Volume 15, Volume 16, Volume 17, Volume 18, Volume 19, Volume 20, Volume 21, Volume 22, Volume 23, Volume 24, Volume 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, Volume 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, Volume 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, Volume 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, Volume 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, and 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, Volume 88, Volume 89, Volume 90, Volume 91, 92, 93, Volume 94, Volume 95, and Volume 96 by Goshio Ayuma. Now, that is all of my unread books for you guys. Including the manga. All of it. Everything. I hope you've enjoyed this in any way, shape, or form. I don't even know how long that took me to do. I also don't know how many books I have left unread. As you can see, majority of it are a series that I haven't even started yet. So, we'll get somewhere. Some way, sometime in the future. But with all of my unhauls and all of my DNFs, well, all of my unhaul that I've done, the 67 books, 60 some odd books technically, because some of them were not even my reading books, I think I made a fairly good dent this year into my reading and my books. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm tired. I'm going to go get me something to eat. So I think I'll see y'all later. So if you think I deserve a like, comment, or even your lovely subscription, once you get and drop it down below. I'll see you next illusion.